Yes, YouTube's Dirty Dems, aka the best looking ugly kid. And today we're going to be doing something real slick. Me and Giroh are doing oil slick fills. So it's going to be dark fills with bright colours on top. And we're going to try and replicate that oily look. And so we've already started with a grey mulch base coat, sketched our outline up. And now we're doing roller black in the fill, and then we're going to add the colours on top of that. Giroh's just doing his thing next to me over here. Matching schemes. So got most of my piece mulched in, black. Lovely oily texture as it's mixed with the grey. Just got the S left to do. So just got the roll in the S. Just blast it in. We really don't care about this stage too much because it's just a base coat for the bright colours that are going to go on top. And yeah, it just speeds things up so we don't have to worry about filling the whole piece perfectly. Right, so we've got the black fills in. We're speeding through this now. Give you a look at Giroh's thing. Behind me. Giroh, CTR. Got the fill in. Now it's time to spruce it up with a bit of colour. Here, with streaks, brown streaks going through it. So the time is 12 o'clock. We've got 1 hour to get these pieces done. So we're going to rush through this. So from the orange, I'm going into like a kind of acidic green. I'm using Foggier, and I might add some fluoro on top of that as well in places. We'll just add some green, and then from the green we're going to go into the blue. That's the plan anyway. So yes, I'm breaking out the Astrofat now, just to get this done. Get that Astro cap on there. So it goes from orange to this acid green. that's looking right now. So now I'm using Slorano. It's a brighter green. We're just adding some little strips into the green there, just to break it up. Make parts of it lighter. Some stripes. Streaks or whatever you call them. So now I'm using Strasbourg blue and I'm going against the lime acidy green with the Strasbourg blue. That's the next stage. So in places I'll make the blue a bit thicker, just build it out like this. And then we go skinny, and then we're going to add a darker blue next. So next I'm using basil dark blue and I'm going to just outline the light Strasbourg with the basil blue and maybe add some little drips in there, little strips or whatever you call it. Like that. We're just sort of outlining the previous colour, making it thicker in places. Well, it's a bit drippy there, I'll just add some strips. And get that oil look, oil slick look. So I've just added some fluoro into the mix and it's giving it lots of life. Like that. See what I've done down here? The fluoro yellow just really makes it pop. Power line. Real slick. That's how we like it. Don't even really have to think about it too tough, you just add these lines in, it just works. So next I'll probably add some fluoro orange to the mix, which we have somewhere. Oh, here we go. Got the fluoro orange, gonna add that in. Yes. Can you see that there? Makes all the difference. Fluoro energy. gives it a vibrancy, makes it stand out from just the everyday pieces that you see. Just adding a bit of fluoro can just make all the difference. Right, so I'm adding Coimbra. It's like a pinky magenta-y type of colour, and I'm just misting it in right now and blending it into some of this black that we've laid down at the base, and just tidying it up. And it works pretty nice up against the blue, so you can see the dark blue here that we've got. It really works against that dark blue. And then obviously what comes next will probably be some fluoro pink up against the dark blue, and fade that on top of this Coimbra colour. It just adds a really nice vibrancy to the piece. Rainbow colours. This is what we're going for, an oil slick rainbow colour piece. Something, you know, when you step out of the car and you see car oil on the floor and it's been raining, you see that rainbow colour in the oil. That's what we're going for. Time is now 12:20, and I'm just adding this bright fluorescent pink over the Coimbra, and you can see how much it benefits from this colour. Just gives it that burning heat, just brightens it up and gives it more life, more power. And once we've got past this stage, I'll be adding the white 3D and outline around the letters and just tidying it up. We've got about 40 minutes roughly to get this done. So this is speed painting right now. You know, a lot of my videos lately have been quite fast pieces. Blend it out. Very messy when I do my fills, and then I tidy it all up at the end with the outline. So now I'm going to add the outline to the piece with the loop white, and we're going to get that up quickly, mark out the 3D, get that filled in. So, got my outline on, you can see. And next I'm going to add the 3D going diagonal. The 3D is going to be white and grey. We've got Giroh sitting here, he's almost done. He's going to be finishing off soon. And yeah, we're getting there. St. Joe's grey, it's a bit blocked up, but we'll get it working. And going to use the grey in the tight corners, and then the rest of it will be white 3D, and there will be a drop shadow and a key line. Maybe a border colour, maybe a background colour. So what I've done is I've added the St. Joe's in the tight space in the corner of the E, and then filled the rest in the white, and then cut back with a strip. I'll give you an example now down here. So maybe the darker part would be here. Colour that in St. Joe's. You can see that. Fill that in. Fill that in. And then add the white with the strip. Cut it back. These two parts here will be in white. So you can see here we've got the grey with the stripe. We've got a white portion, and then grey down there. So we're just breaking it up, keeping them separate, so there's not too much of one colour in one area, and it adds distinction to parts of the piece. So I'm just going to use, I'm nearly finished, I've just done the white with the grey 3D, it's looking awesome. And now I'm going to use the Venezia, it's like a kind of turquoisey colour, and just cover up some of the piece behind it. You can kind of see through the mulch. Just do some background blobs to cover it up, and then do maybe a key line and a drop shadow. So I've got the turquoise colour on the background, and now I'm going to add some Bolonzano to add a drop shadow on top of the turquoisey colour. It's a really dark green, like a turquoisey dark green, and that's going to add the drop shadow. And then in parts where the piece comes onto the grey, we'll have a dark grey shadow, and then we'll keyline it with black, and that will bring the letters forward. So it'll look like the piece is floating on the wall. So now I'm using Long Beach. Try it, that looks a lot better. Maybe down here. So drop shadow means you come down from the corner, drop it down, and you follow the same line like that. So got the drop shadow on, you can see it's looking like it's floating now, and now I'm going to add a skinny outside border, or whatever you call it, force field in black, NBQ black. So let's see how we get on. So my piece is pretty much done now. I've got the key line on there, it's all looking sharp. I've got the 3D drop shadow. So now I'm going to hit up crew PSK, it's an international crew. I'm going to pop them in that space up there. So that's it, some quick oil slick burners. If you've enjoyed this video and you found it interesting, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Peace.